Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Matchbox Marks Diecast Restorations. So this project, it's today would have been my mom's 80th birthday. She was born March 31st, 1941, and she passed away November 2nd of 2011 at the age of 70 with Lewy body dementia. Now, last year on my mom's birthday, I had been doing this hobby for about a year and a half or so, and I actually did a Volkswagen Squareback. I think it was a resto or a custom. I can't remember what it was, but anyway, I'm going to carry on the tradition today, like I say, being her birthday, and she has been gone 10 years. And it's kind of the hole in the heart that'll never be filled. And my mom always used to buy me Matchbox cars when I was a kid, take me to the store when they're in the display case. And I've shared this story before. So anyway, after high school graduation, before the Air Force, she bought me a 1978 Volkswagen Rabbit diesel. Now, this is the closest thing I could find to a Rabbit. It is a Golf, but I don't think there's many differences between the two of them. So my Rabbit was white with a luggage carrier on the roof, which was, I think, standard, and a like tannish brown interior. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Just a really simple paint job, nothing fancy, no bells, no whistles, just a project to honor my mom. And I really miss her, and hopefully she's looking down with a big smile. So anyway, without further ado, let's get it off the roundabout and get this thing apart and start the process. See you in a bit. All right, so let's get the Volkswagen on the maintenance floor. So I actually was looking at my collection, and I do have this one, but it's kind of a lighter green, so it must have been a different batch of paint. But anyway, so before we get this apart, here's the one I did last year, in case you haven't seen the video. So this is actually let me see here, it's a green light, but I don't know why I would paint this, because she used to have a blue Squareback. So, I don't know why I would have done red. Anyway, so that was last year's. So, this year's is the Volkswagen. I'm going to call it a Rabbit, just because that's what I'm doing. So, a really quick backstory on this. I grew up in Connecticut, where the winters are frigid. And this was before I was a mechanic. I didn't know anything about cars. And from what I remember, it used to give us a hard time because you had to plug it in at night because it was a diesel. It gets really cold. And if you don't plug it in at night, you'll never start it because it has a block heater. So anyway, let's take it apart. So we have one rivet right there. So I'll be tapping a hole for that. Here's the window unit, tip-top shape. And obviously it's right-hand drive. That's one thing that's wrong with it. But I'm going to paint it the color that I had, and I'm not going to do nothing with the chassis. Why would I? I don't think it had fancy wheels on it. I actually will do the taillights. So anyway, so there we have it. The Volkswagen Rabbit is what I shall call it. So I'm going to drill a hole and take off that luggage rack, and we'll see you in a bit. Here's the Golf, or Rabbit, as I'm calling it, after bathing in the stripper all night. So I'm going to clean it up and get it ready for primer. All right, see you next shoot. All right, here's my VW. I got her all just shined up a little bit. I actually didn't use my wire wool, I just used the steel wool. So, yeah, put this in the cleaner and then press on. Alright, so here's the rabbit. I did white primer because obviously I'm going to paint it in white. So, alright. Hopefully it'll come out pretty good. See you soon. Alright, here are all the parts to the Volkswagen build. Tribute to my mom. So let me put everything together and see how it turns out. Alright, see you at the reveal. Alright, before we take a look at the final reveal, let's see what I started with. Excellent casting. I think I bought this for 99 cents on eBay with $4 shipping. But the point was just to get a rabbit Volkswagen. So anyway, let's see where I ended up. Alright, it is time for the reveal for my birthday tribute for my mom. So anyway, no bells and whistles on this. I did do a couple modifications. The luggage rack on the original Golf, I believe, held surfboards, if I'm not mistaken. So the rabbit that I had growing up had a luggage rack. So I just kind of modified it a little bit, took some styrene tubes and just made a little bit of a luggage rack. It is white with black highlights. I do remember the door handles being black and the gas cap being black. And then the little hood vent louvers there were black. And spray painted the interior a Tamiya linoleum brown rattle can. Kind of hard to see, but I know it's brown. And now you do. So anyway, at the beginning of this, I showed you the one that I did last year. Well, I went back into the archives, and this was the one that I did for my mom. And this actually turned out really cool when I did it. And I was still learning the hobby. It's been about a year. It would have been a year when I did this one. So anyway, so that's the one I did for her first birthday tribute. So this one is the one for this year. And one good thing about this hobby, not only is it fun, you get to meet a lot of cool people out there and do team builds all over the world. It's just a chance to bring back some memories. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Having fun and just cherishing memories, whether it be our childhoods or life experiences, past vehicles that we've owned, or whatever. So anyway, thanks for watching. Happy birthday to my mom. Hopefully she's looking down and saying, man, that rabbit was a real pain in the ass. So it was at times. Anyway, so on that note, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for being a faithful viewer. And like I say, I'm appreciative of each and every person that watches my videos. So on that note, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one.
That's all, folks.